Hey everybody, I see here. Well, apparently crap's hitting the fan and the Democrats are freaking out. So let's talk about finances. I'm not that great at money. If I have it, I'm fine, But I just want to see where our tax dollars go. So I've been doing a little bit of research. Don't know how accurate it is. You know how the internet is. Whoever pays the most has their information put up first. So it could be legit, could be, but it's interesting to read. Since between 1946 and 2022, the U.S. has spent approximately $51 billion a year on Europe. 200 countries owe money to the United States. The U.S. investment in the European stock as of 2022 was the U.S. invested $2.7 trillion into European stock. Interesting, right? Our money's going to boost their stocks, not ours. Countries that owe the United States. Now, we know the United States borrows money from a lot of countries, but at the same time, a lot of countries owe the United States, and maybe it's time to start calling in those markers instead of these politicians forgiving the debt. It says Japan owes $1.1 trillion to the U.S., China owes $749 billion, the U.K. owes $690 billion to the U.S. So, it's like I said, I don't know how accurate the numbers are, but let's put it this way. It's interesting that the U.S. can lend out all this money to other nations, 200 of them, right? And add to that the illegals that are currently in our nation, and the previous administration supporting them over U.S. citizens. I mean, what was it, $59 million just for the illegals in New York City to be put up into luxury hotels? But the people in the Carolinas were, basically crapped upon by FEMA. So, we're talking major monies. We're talking what? If you just those top three, Japan, China, and the UK, you're looking at $3 trillion that's owed. It's time to start collecting, especially from Europe. I mean, look what's going on in Europe right now. I mean, in Germany, you get arrested, your phone and your laptop, your computer is confiscated if you either post an offensive tweet or Facebook post, or you share something that's considered offensive. Well, you shared it, so it's on the net, so you're responsible. You get arrested. That's Germany. It's also the UK. It's also Ireland. So, what does that say about Europe? It's one place I loved. I've been to a lot of countries in Europe when I was in the military, but you know what? Now, almost all of Europe is like 1984 Big Brother. You can't do anything without government approval. And I feel sorry for them. I really do, because they're going to lose out on just tourism alone. They say that, I think it was the UK, when you go to visit, they check your passport, they got your name, they ask for your, what's your social handle on the internet. They review it. If it's offensive, then they either arrest you or they fine you and ship you back out of the country. I don't know how true it is. I've only heard rumors, so that one's hit and miss. But still in all, I know for a fact that they are arresting people for offensive tweets, posts, whatever. I even watched a video of this one lady who was silently praying in front of a mosque in the UK, and they arrested her because they found it was offensive to the Muslims that she was praying in front of a mosque. So, Europe, let's put it this way, people. The United States has never needed Europe. We kicked the Europeans out of the U.S., remember? Europe needed the U.S. in World War I. Europe needed the U.S. again in World War II. And the U.S. is still spending the majority of the defense budget for protecting Europe today. So maybe it's time to pull up stakes and leave. I mean, there's only one country in Europe right now that's even worth anything, and that's Poland. God bless them. Everybody used to make the jokes about dumb Polacks, but think about it. They don't allow Muslim migrants into their country. They don't have all the issues that the other nations are having with the demands for social support and beating people because they're Christians and stuff like that. So the only country that I've seen so far that has any brains in Europe is Poland. Think about that one. They don't have a need for anyone else. They have their own, and that's very commendable. So, keeping this one short, maybe it's time that other countries start paying attention to what they're doing instead of playing I don't want to offend nobody, because you know what? I don't give a damn. I'll offend you, because no one on this planet has a right to not be offended. I see out.